Well guys, just got the first trail camera set up. If you look here, got them on field edge. Just want to put maybe 3 or 4 different cameras up on different field edges. Just got the beans planted. Farmer just came in here last week, got them all planted. They're starting to come up about a couple inches already. I'm driving up and down the road, a little early to do some scouting, but I seen a big mature buck already grown. I mean, he's well past his ears already, got some giant brows, pretty spread. So after seeing that, I'm like, yeah, let's get some trail cams up, see if we can get any good velvet pics of what's going to be coming on the property here. So, but we got 2 more we're going to put up. We're going to go put up. We're going to come get back and check them in a couple weeks and see if we got any good pics. So let's get the other one set up.
Some of them white, tall weeds.
Well guys, it is July 25th. Just got back from vacation yesterday. It's been 3 weeks since I put the cams up. Beans are coming up really good. They're just under a foot tall now. We just swapped cars in another one, and this one we got 1 more here, and we got 2 more on our property, so we're gonna get those and see if we got any good pics. That's our guy. This is a deer we call Mega. We've had this guy on camera since 2019. This is the 4th season we've had him. He is a 6.5-year-old, just absolute tank. Goodness gracious, he didn't get no smaller. Holy crap. There he is again. I got split up here too. On his G2. Another nice one. Buck we call Splitter. This is one that actually my dad missed last year. He blew up quite a bit too. It's really nice. Nice and tall, real wide brows. He has a split on this one side, I think. Alright, now we're looking down the road at the other property. This is a nice 8-point. I've seen quite a bit scouting. I tell myself I'm gonna pass him, but we'll see. It looks pretty nice for a 3-year-old. Now this guy right here, that is my #1 hit list buck for down the road. Call this guy CJ, as in Colossus Jr. Identical frame to the buck I was chasing last year. Very nice buck. It deer's at least 2 feet wide. I see him quite a bit scouting too, driving up and down the road. Yeah, there he is again. Look at that frame. Holy crap. That deer is so wide. Dang yotes. There he is again. Nice split brow buck.
Well guys, we're gonna go put up a new stand today. As you can see, this thing is tiny. It's literally just 2 bars. It might be 10 foot, but there's a little corner over there close to where a deer died, my dad, where he shot Gimpy. There's always a trail leading from our field going across the road, and just a heavy trail that we're actually seen a deer the other day when we were in this swapping cards. I'm like, you know what, we should put a stand here. We got the stand for free from one of the neighbors out behind our property. He don't hunt, so he just gave it to us. So I was like, a great spot would be in this little corner. There's not a lot of cover of like high up. It's all kind of low stuff. There's only like 1 main tree. So I think a short stand will be perfect because there's not a lot of cover behind it. So we're gonna try to put this small stand up. I got a trail camera too. We're gonna set up and see if we can make something happen out of this little thing. It's free, so might as well use it. So let's go put it up. Okay, so here in the corner where all these trails are coming out at, if you look, am I right here? You see the tree stand right behind the Ranger. Puts it right at like 35 yards or so. And if you look here, you see the one main trail. I thought there was only one, but there's like 3 trails coming out of this corner. So there's one here, another good one right under this tree. Then there's another one right here. All within range. It's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna put this camera right here, I think. Because those are the 2 main ones. If they come out here, they're still gonna funnel going up that field edge. So I'll put the camera up there, give it a couple weeks and pull it and see if we got any good bucks coming out here. I think this stand's gonna be perfect for early season, coming out to feed on the beans and during the rut when they're running crazy, because in our property I hunt down the road, they jump back and forth and they could be crossing the road right here. Just a great spot coming into the bean field out of this corner. I think this stand's gonna work very well. So put the camera up and see what we got in a couple weeks. You might not know it yet, but there's gonna be a stand up there with shooting lanes out to this field. Well, we'll cue a time lapse and you'll see. me is one of my favorite stands. This is the only stand I have down here on this new property. I hung it to come up at Colossus last year. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but it's only like 12 feet in the air. But if you look here, it like slopes down, and it looks over this like whole marshy, swampy bedding area. It's a great spot, honestly, because they funnel out of this swampy stuff next to this creek here. There's the main trail here. They jump the fence there, and then they walk down this whole tree line, or this field edge, I mean. So it's a great spot. Hopefully I can kill a big buck out of it this year. So just dumped some corn, some apples, pulled the card. We're going to see if we got anything good. We got 1 week till season, so hopefully that stand will be producing this year. So let's go check it.
There he is again. Gosh, what a giant. This is the only stand he's been showing up at. So I'm gonna call it a sawdust stand. It's on a field edge, tucked in the woods a little bit. Actually, it butts up next to some timbered pines. They use that all for bedding area. We actually been seeing him a lot while we're scouting. We got a field that kind of butts up right next to ours, a neighboring property. That's all soybeans, and he's been showing up in that field just about every night in daylight. I told Dad if he's not hunting that stand, I'm slipping in there. So hopefully somebody can get in there with the right wind and maybe have a chance at this guy. Somebody's got to hunt this stand opening weekend, though. I got a good feeling about it. What a giant. Heck, he's the only deer stinking showing up besides a couple other little bucks. Goodness gracious. He's 6.5 now. Had him in 2019. Oh yeah, I guess hit double kicker off his G2. Bunch of junk grinds, bases. That's the only buck on camera right now, really. Definitely the dominant buck. Gosh, he looks good right there. This is that 8 that I said I might pass a couple weeks ago when we were checking the cards. I see him a lot while we're scouting. I see him compared to these other bucks I got my eyes on. And gosh, he looks good right there. If I got him in range on film, that's going to be a hard deer to pass. Just a beautiful symmetrical 8-point. I think he's about 3 years old. Realistically, I want to take CJ right here. But we'll see. That 8's looking pretty nice. It's gonna be a hard deer to pass. A little close up. Here he is again. Not sure what's going on with his shoulder right there. The bottom of his neck. Kind of weird. Okay, there he's out of velvet. Alright guys, we're here back at the new property. I just showed you one of my favorite stand setups on the other side of the field. So this is the north side. This stand's set up on the south side. And that stand's only good for really a north or an east wind. Well, early season here we get a lot of south and southwest. So we're gonna put this blind up right next to this old like gas line thing that's fenced off here. And it's gonna be perfect for a south wind. Because we're literally facing south/southeast. And it's gonna be blowing right from their bedding area. Right here past all these trees here is it's covered in bedding area. They go in there. I found multiple sheds in there. It's just the most thickest crap. So we're gonna set this blind here in the middle of this hayfield, right next to this, like I said, little gas line thing that's fenced off. And we're gonna put some corn out here, maybe 20-25 yards, and hopefully catch something coming out to feed. So regardless if I have a north wind, I'll hunt the stand. But if a south wind comes in, I'll be sitting this blind opening weekend. So let's get it put up and see if we have any luck with it.
Well, it's hard to believe, but we are T-minus 1 week away from deer season here in Ohio. And we're ready as we can be. We got 4 different new setups on the property. 3 new here, then 1 down the road at the new property that I've been hunting at. And like I said, we couldn't be more ready. Every year before hunting season, about a week or two, we have this, what we call a Hager's Buck and Shindig. We just have a nice family and close friend gathering. We take all of our deer heads, we hang them up in the garage. We cook a ton of food. We got deer hunting shows playing and everything. And you can come here, hang your heads, tell all kinds of stories, grab a bite to eat, and shoot the bows. We got a nice little shooting range out here in the yard. And speaking of shooting, my brother, he actually picked up a brand new Matthews V3, 31-inch axle to axle. He's shooting great with it. I can't wait to see what he does. He's real excited for the season. Like I say, he's got a brand new bow, brand new stand, brand new year for him. So I'm really excited to see what he can get into. But as for where we're going to be hunting opening day, like I said, that kind of depends. The more I think about it, I think I'm going to hone in on focusing on our #1 hitless buck on our home property, Mega. Like I said, he's 6.5 years old. He's just an absolute tank. And my dad, he's going to go with my mom if she decides to hunt the opening weekend. So if they go to a double, that means the only stand that he's been showing up at is going to be open. I'm going to slip in there. If I have any chance at him, I'm gonna give it a whirl. I really want my dad to shoot him, or honestly, I don't care who shoots him. As long as somebody on this property takes out this deer. We got 4 years of history with this buck, and he's blown up from 2019 when we first had him on camera. So like I said, it's the 4th season. Hopefully somebody can get on him. Somebody needs to be hunting that stand this weekend. And if I can hunt that and have a chance at him, I'm not even gonna worry about the other bucks on the other property. Like I said, I've only got 2 bucks. I'm kind of thinking about that CJ and that 1 8-point. Which I'm kind of on the fence with. I'm not sure if I want to take them or not, but in comparison to Mega, those deer I'll forget about completely for that buck. So I wish everybody great luck this season, and hopefully you guys will see some nice buck kills from us. So good luck to everybody this season, and have a good one.